Welcome back. I'm Paula Gretzinger. They were living a normal life. Everything was normal. Their daughter had just turned 3 years old. But one day, a simple bruise brought them into a different world. A world they find themselves in today, and one that turned their normal life upside down.
She had a bruise on her butt. They told us that, they would just, take a look at it, check it in a little while, and we just had parents' intuition, thought something wasn't right.
Something was definitely not right. Lexi had surgery, and a week later, on February 28th of 2013, she was diagnosed with cancer.
She has lymphoblastic lymphoma, B cell. It's very rare.
Lexi is one of 3,750,000 people.
Basically, my world just came crashing down.
As a parent, you never want to hear those words. As any person, you never want to hear those words, but it's especially tough when you've got a little 3-year-old who all of a sudden now is going to have to embark on this journey.
This is my child, my only child, and all I kept thinking was why? It's not fair.
You go through a shock phase, like any other major traumatic thing to your life. You go through shock.
Tom says during the first part, you go through days and lose track of them. It's all happening around you that when you slow down, that's when you really start thinking about it.
Then good things start to happen. You basically start to really trust in the people down at Melodies and what they're doing, and you trust that basically good days are going to come, and you meet other families and they're further along in their treatment, and they start to make you realize that good things are going to come.
What's your favorite color?
Pink and purple and orange, 3 favorite colors.
After Lexi was diagnosed, the Gurka family spent the next 5 days at Melodies, right at Albany Med.
We were on autopilot, and basically we relied on our family who was there with us to carry us. I remember my niece and nephew literally holding me up, going down the hallway when she was having the surgeries.
Tom says there were days they couldn't even get out of bed, but both he and his wife leaned on each other to find balance.
Both gone and talked to someone about, kind of a cancer person to talk to, because this is something that once it gets into your life, you have to find a way to deal with it and everything that comes with it, because for her, we don't have any other choice. So I've got to find a way that basically works for me, and I've got to find a way that works for my wife, and we've both got to find ways that basically we can combine our efforts to work good for her. And like I said, when one of us has a bad day, the other one picks up the slack, and we're lucky that we've got each other to lean on.
Lexi's treatment consists of 2.5 years of chemotherapy, and because the Gurkas live far from Albany Med, they were taught how to administer the chemo on Lexi.
I basically gave her chemo, which is something I never thought I would have to do as a parent. And she was more comfortable with me doing it than the nurse coming in. So there was 2 weeks where every day she was on the steroid for 2 weeks, and then I had to give her this chemo through her port twice a day.
A month after she started chemo, she started losing her hair. When that happened, she was sad. She told Mommy she looked like a boy. So Jody had her hair cut off so Lexi wouldn't be sad.
I never used the word cancer with her. She knows chemo, and, she knows she has to go get her tubie in. And I told her she's like a knight fighting the dragon that's inside her body, and the armor that knights wear, it's a sign of their bravery. And I said, you losing your hair is a sign of your bravery. And so she was kind of like, okay, so that's how we dealt with it.
You have me down, but I got up. I'm really being hard, I know. I see it all, I know. I got the eye of the tiger and fire, dancing through the fire. Yes, I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
Lexi enjoys all the things a normal 4-year-old would, but she will be dealing with this disease until 5.5. Her parents are worried that she'll miss out on things because of it.
Have her have as a normal life as possible, but there are things that she's definitely missing. There's things that she's going through. There's terms and words that she knows about this treatment that a 4-year-old shouldn't know, but she does, and she's a trooper, and she's amazing.
Normally, when a child is running a fever, parents can give some Tylenol, some medicine, and just wait. For the Gurkas, there's no waiting.
It's literally 24 hours a day. I mean, if she starts to run a fever or something like that, we got to think, okay, we might need to basically bring her down to Albany Med, you know, so like where normal parents just say, oh, well, she might be sick for a few days, we're thinking, all right, do we have a bag packed? Are we ready to go, you know?
Want some popcorn to bring?
Do you bring popcorn to school? Is that your favorite snack?
No, that's my favorite yummy dessert.
About 8 months after Lexi was diagnosed with cancer, the Gurkas received more bad news. Jody's mom was now diagnosed with cancer as well.
The family already felt beat down and felt like, you know, why us? And then all of a sudden that, you know, I've got my wife dealing with her daughter and her mother.
How do you get through something like this?
I keep saying, well, what's the alternative? Like, you need to get your child better, and you know, you have to trust the doctors.
They're amazing people. They get us through every trip down there. And they all have their own story as to why they do this.
What are you going to tell me?
Be brave.
We found so much strength just in her and in Lexi that I think that my mother-in-law was able to draw from that, my father-in-law, and you know, the rest of our family were able to say, well, Lexi's doing it, and you know, we don't have a choice here. And you know, she tells us, be brave, and you know, Jody deals with her own situation with Crohn's and stuff, and that's something where she has to go and get infusions. So she's got, you know, something that she deals with that's health related. Now when she's going to get infusions, Lexi tells her, Mommy, you got to be brave. You're going to go get your tubie. You got to be brave.
Lexi told me to be brave, and she also told me who her favorite princess was.
Who's your favorite princess?
Tiana.
Tiana? Is she the one with the frog? Does she turn into a frog?
Yeah, I was Naveen. And the Shadow Man is like creepy.
The Shadow Man is creepy?
Yeah.
What did he do to her?
He made Naveen a frog.
Really?
Yeah, and Tiana didn't go to the Shadow Man. She just kissed the frog. Then she became one.
Really?
Well,
she's not supposed to kiss the frog.
Yeah, and Charlotte she could kiss the frog, and she made Tiana, and she put a mask on the kitty, and she wanted her to kiss the kitty.
Really? Yuck.
Yeah.
Would you kiss the frog?
No.
Did you like the princess party the other day? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was my I don't remember.
Did you like getting makeup put on?
My favorite part was when I was having a tea party.
Really? Did you have some tea?
Yeah.
You did. Was it good?
There's some juice.
Yeah.
Lexi is definitely a tough cookie and has a lot of spunk in her.
Lexi has now reached the maintenance phase of her treatment, which is projected to go until May 2015. It seems like so long, but her spirit and resilience is inspiring to everyone who meets her. I'm Paula Gretzinger. Let's make parenting a priority.